Just think, you've planned the perfect trip, packed your bags, and you're ready to explore the world, only to be stopped at the airport. In 2025, 8 countries are changing the game for American travelers, slapping new visa rules that could derail your dream vacation. From the beaches of Brazil to the deserts of Algeria, these destinations are no longer a simple flight away. Want to know which countries could catch you off guard? Stay tuned to save your next adventure. Number 8. China. Visiting China as an American in 2025 will be more challenging. The nation isn't just maintaining its existing visa policies, it's making the application process more rigorous and intricate. Traditionally, U.S. citizens needed a visa to enter China, but this year, the requirements are even tougher, particularly for certain groups. Journalists, government employees, and individuals linked to U.S. policies on Taiwan, Tibet, or Hong Kong are now subject to heightened scrutiny. Some applicants must submit additional paperwork, endure extended processing times, or attend unexpected interviews at Chinese consulates. Even regular tourists are experiencing delays, facing surprising questions about their travel history, or having their applications rejected without clear explanations. This change feels less like standard immigration protocol and more like a geopolitical stance. So, what's driving this? China is responding to what it perceives as hostile actions from the U.S., and the visa process has become entangled in broader diplomatic tensions. Every application is now scrutinized more intensely, with political considerations playing a larger role. If you're planning to visit the Great Wall, explore Shanghai, or marvel at the Terracotta Warriors in 2025, prepare well in advance. Submit your application early, verify all documents, and anticipate extra steps. This year, entering China isn't just about tourism, it's about timing and international relations. Overlook a detail, and your entire trip could be at risk. Number 7. Kenya. Kenya has long been celebrated for its straightforward visa-on-arrival system, making it easy for U.S. travelers to visit. However, starting in January 2024, a significant change has caught many Americans off guard. Kenya has eliminated visas issued at the airport, meaning you can no longer get an entry stamp upon arrival. Instead, all travelers, including U.S. citizens, must obtain an electronic travel authorization (ETA) before reaching the country. This shift aligns with Kenya's efforts to streamline border control and better monitor incoming visitors. While this seems practical, it has surprised many travelers. Applying for the ETA isn't overly complex, but it comes with strict requirements. You must submit your application days before your trip, providing personal details, passport scans, travel itineraries, and a modest fee. Missing a question, uploading an unclear document, or applying too late could leave you grounded instead of enjoying your vacation. Worse, there's no fallback option at the airport. If your ETA isn't approved in time, you'll be sent back home. This could mean missing a safari, canceling a honeymoon, or losing a business deal, all due to an uncompleted form. So if you're planning to visit Nairobi, the Masai Mara, or Diani's stunning beaches, secure your ETA well in advance. In 2025, Kenya expects travelers to be prepared, and failure to comply could leave you stranded at the airport. Number 6. United Kingdom. Beginning in 2025, the United Kingdom will introduce new entry rules for U.S. travelers. If you're planning a trip to this long-standing ally and popular destination, you'll need an electronic travel authorization, ETA. Whether you're heading to London for business, exploring the scenic Scottish Highlands, or enjoying the countryside of Wales, this authorization is mandatory before boarding your flight. Obtaining an ETA is relatively simple. It costs £10 and requires an online application. You'll need to provide personal information, passport details, pay the fee, and await approval. However, this step is non-negotiable. Without an ETA, you won't be allowed to board your flight. Why the change? Post-Brexit, the UK is enhancing control over its borders, and this requirement also mirrors similar US entry protocols for British visitors. Once approved, your ETA is valid for 2 years, allowing multiple entries, which is convenient for frequent travelers. But don't forget, there are no exceptions to this rule. Before planning your visit to iconic Big Ben, savoring tea at the Ritz, or strolling through Oxford's charming streets, ensure you apply for your ETA online in 2025. Even trusted allies are enforcing the rule: no paperwork, no flight. European Union, Schengen Area. If you're dreaming of a European getaway in 2025, there's a critical new requirement to note: the European Travel Information and Authorization System, ETIAS. While not a traditional visa, it serves a similar purpose, and all American travelers must obtain it before visiting any of the 26 Schengen countries, including favorites like France, Germany, Italy, Spain, the Netherlands, Greece, and more. Whether you're planning a romantic escape to Paris, exploring Rome's ancient ruins, or immersing yourself in Amsterdam's artistic culture, you'll need to register and gain ETIAS approval before boarding. The good news? The application is straightforward. Fill out an online form, provide personal and travel details, pay a €7 fee, and expect a response within minutes or hours. Once approved, your ETIAS is valid for 3 years or until your passport expires, allowing multiple entries. However, this step is crucial. Without ETIAS, you won't be permitted to enter Schengen countries, regardless of your plans or expenses. This system mirrors the US's ESTA program, ensuring travelers meet entry criteria. The change means spontaneous European trips for Americans require more planning. Apply in advance and ensure your documents are in order. With ETIAS in place in 2025, US travelers must comply or risk being unable to fly to Europe. Number 4. Namibia. Namibia, one of Africa's most stunning and distinctive destinations, has introduced a significant change affecting U.S. travelers. Starting April 1, 2025, American citizens will need a visa to visit. This marks a departure from the previous policy, which allowed easier entry for Americans. Now, travelers must apply for a visa in advance or obtain one upon arrival, but the process involves costs and requirements. The visa fee is approximately $88, and you'll need to provide a passport valid for at least 6 months, a travel itinerary, proof of accommodation, and a return ticket. Why the shift? Namibia is aligning with a growing trend among African nations to strengthen tourism oversight and enhance border security while generating revenue and managing the impact of visitors on its landscapes and wildlife. The goal isn't to deter travelers, but to adapt to increasing tourism, especially for nature and adventure enthusiasts. If you're planning to visit Namibia's breathtaking dunes, explore Etosha National Park's wildlife, or experience Windhoek's vibrant culture, plan ahead. Ensure all documents are prepared, or you may face delays upon entry. In 2025, Namibia welcomes prepared visitors, so secure your visa and paperwork before your adventure. Number 3. Brazil. In an unexpected move, Brazil will require visas for U.S. citizens starting April 10, 2025. For the past 6 years, Americans enjoyed visa-free travel to Brazil, but now a visa is necessary to visit Rio, São Paulo, or other vibrant destinations. This change is rooted in reciprocity. While Americans traveled freely to Brazil, Brazilians faced visa requirements for the U.S., prompting Brazil to address this imbalance. To visit, you'll need to complete an online application for an electronic visa, submit documents, pay a fee, and await approval. The process is manageable but requires forethought. Forgetting to secure your visa means you won't board your flight. Brazil's beaches, rainforests, and carnival festivities remain inviting, but in 2025, extra preparation is essential. Treat the visa as a critical part of your travel checklist. Overlook it, and you could miss out on an incredible journey. Number 2. Cuba. Dreaming of Havana's vibrant streets, vintage cars, and sultry salsa beats? In 2025, visiting Cuba as an American comes with unique hurdles. The U.S. embargo continues to complicate travel, requiring U.S. citizens to navigate strict regulations. You'll need to qualify under one of the 12 approved travel categories, like people-to-people exchanges or educational activities. No leisurely beach vacations allowed. A tourist visa won't cut it. Instead, you'll need a specific license or general license certification depending on your purpose. Applications often involve detailed itineraries, proof of activities, and affidavits, with some travelers facing scrutiny from U.S. authorities upon return. Cuba's own entry rules add another layer: a valid passport, a tourist card available through airlines or embassies, and mandatory health insurance purchased on arrival if not pre-arranged. The process feels like a bureaucratic dance, reflecting decades of tense U.S.-Cuba relations. Why the complexity? It's less about Cuba's policies and more about U.S. restrictions, which tightened under recent administrations. To explore Old Havana's colonial charm or Trinidad's colorful hills, Plan meticulously. Book through approved tour operators, keep records of your itinerary, and double-check requirements with your airline. In 2025, Cuba's allure is worth the effort, but overlooking a single document could derail your trip. Prepare early, embrace the process, and get ready for an unforgettable cultural adventure. Number 1. Algeria. Algeria's ancient ruins, Sahara Desert vistas, and Mediterranean coast beckon adventurous travelers. But in 2025, Americans face a rigorous visa process to visit. Unlike some nations with streamlined systems, Algeria requires U.S. citizens to secure a visa in advance through an Algerian embassy or consulate. No on-arrival options exist. The application demands a completed form, a passport valid for 6 months, 2 passport photos, a detailed travel itinerary, proof of accommodation, and an invitation letter, either from a host or a travel agency. You'll also need to pay a fee, which varies by consulate. Processing can take weeks, and incomplete applications are often rejected without explanation, leaving travelers frustrated. Why the strictness? Algeria prioritizes security and closely monitors tourism, especially in its southern regions, due to regional instability. This makes the visa process feel like a test of patience. If you're planning to marvel at the Roman ruins of Timgad, wander Algiers' Casbah, or trek the Tassili N'Ajjer's lunar landscapes, start early. Contact the Algerian embassy, verify every document, and anticipate delays. Some travelers report unexpected requests for additional information, so stay responsive. In 2025, Algeria's treasures await those who navigate the paperwork maze. Don't let bureaucracy dim your desert dreams. Prepare thoroughly, and you'll unlock a North African gem few Americans experience. In 2025, several countries will demand more than just a passport from American travelers. To avoid surprises, plan carefully and review entry requirements. If this video was helpful, like, subscribe, and share your next travel destination in the comments.